Hi again, everybody. Ty Linder with this week's edition of Coaches Korner right here on KentStateSports.com. My guest this week is the Golden Flash's mainstay. We go to gymnastics and welcome head coach Brice Biggins this afternoon. And coach, first of all, thank you for joining us and congratulations on what has been another good year for you in the program.
Thanks very much for having me. It started out a little slow, but we're starting to really build some momentum right now, so we're pretty excited about where the team's headed.
Could you talk a little bit about the non-conference part of the season and the preseason when you're trying to get your legs under you, if you will, going into the big MAC meets?
Yeah, you know, obviously we feel like we had a good schedule this year. We had some tough meets. Our big meet going out to NC State, where they were ranked, I think, 14th in the country at the time when we went out there. And, we knew we had a meet that we wanted to go out and be successful at and compete well at, especially because there's going to be an NCAA regional out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, anytime you get an opportunity to go to a venue that you may be competing later in the year, it's always an advantage for us. So the girls competed well out there, and we came away with a nice score. The other team that we competed against that really helped us was Ohio State, and it's a team that obviously, even though we lost the meet, we felt like we went out there, we were leading after 2 rotations. The girls held their own, and Ohio State has been a team that's been ranked in the top 13, 14 in the country most of the season. So we felt like the girls did a great job out there, and I think it really has given us confidence for a lot of, even though the beginning part of the season with the MAC schedule didn't start off as well as we would have liked it to, right now we're starting to build confidence and we're building a lot of momentum.
When you look back, you had such a banner year last year with the trip to the NCAA regionals in which you were the host school and whatnot. Is there such a thing as maybe a little bit of a letdown coming into that next season, or does that not apply in gymnastics?
I don't know if letdown's the right word, but I think obviously you set your expectations for what you do that previous year, and whether or not maybe we set our expectations a little bit too high and too soon, that could be the part of the issue, because obviously every year is a different year. We had great senior leaders last year with Christine Alani and Christine Abomitri, and they were really a lot of the heart and soul of the program. But we've had new people step up. It's taken them a little bit of time, but we feel like right now, the team has really gelled very well, and we really feel like this team's competing as well, if not a little bit better than last year's team did.
Well, when you look, Coach, at what you'll have in front of you, and that is the Mid-American Conference Championships are coming up soon, then the NCAA. But if we rewind to one of the events we all look forward to each and every year, and that is the annual Flip for the Cure meet, Northern Illinois in the house. It's a great day, and when you win, it's even better.
Sure, it's a meet that the girls look forward to tremendously. It's a great cause. The athletic department, the community has just really taken and embraced that meet. We had a phenomenal crowd here. There were, I think, over 2,000 people, and it's one that the girls really take a great deal of pride in. So, anytime you can go out and win the meet as well, it certainly does nothing but help your confidence and help build a fan base.
Right.
And that's huge for us.
Also, the Golden Flashes were able to knock out the Bowling Green Falcons. That came at the MAC Center as well more recently, in which the Golden Flashes, Coach, you had maybe your best outing in a few years against the Falcons.
Yeah, absolutely. We had such a great team effort from everyone yesterday, and that was what we told them after the meet was, you don't have meets like this without everyone putting their best foot forward. And really, we told them today a little bit that, last year's team never went 196.4. And the 196.4 that we did yesterday would have been good enough to qualify to the NCAA National Championships at most of the regionals last year. So not to get looking too far ahead, but at the same time to understand where are their expectations, where should they be. We really feel like this is a team that is peaking at the right part of the season, is building a lot of confidence. We've got one more home meet. We've got the MAC Championships that we feel like if we go out there and compete like we did yesterday, we're as good as anyone to win it. And then if we go out there and compete well at regionals, anything can happen again.
Well, if you could talk a little bit about some of your individuals, because you've got a couple of juniors, a couple of seniors, and a sophomore that all did so very well against Bowling Green. It seems like you guys do that, you and the coaching staff, every year. Don't rely too much on one class or another.
No, and that's been one of the keys where fortunately we've been able to hold success throughout the years is, it's not determined by one or two individuals, and we tell the team that all the time, is it takes an entire team to really have an effort where you're going to be able to be successful as a team. We have key individuals and they certainly help, but for us to do our best, it's a lot of people working very hard and working well together. But certainly, one of the key individuals that we look to this year is Marie Case. Only a sophomore, but she's had in her 2 years so far has just had tremendous success. She's a great competitor, a very fierce competitor. When she gets out there, you basically know she's going to hit a routine no matter what situation she's put up in front of her. So she's been a girl who's really led this team this year, although we've had great contributions from some seniors that are doing a great job.
Right.
And Rachel Goldenberg had a phenomenal meet yesterday. Great vault and great floor for us. 9-9 on floor. You can't get much better than that. And she leads the conference on vault as well. So she's having a great senior season. Erin Rothrock had a great bar routine yesterday and finished tied for second on bars. And then Lauren Wozniak has had really, she's been not a surprise for us, but certainly someone who has stepped up the last couple of weeks and has really lifted her gymnastics to a level that she's a girl who week in and week out now we know we need to have her do her best for us.
Well, coming up at the end of the month, the Golden Flashes will find themselves at Northern Illinois for the Mid-American Conference Gymnastics Championships Saturday, March the 24th. Coach, we wish you all the best of luck in getting even with Central Michigan and the rest of the conference schools at the MAC meet, and we thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Ty. Appreciate it.
For head coach Brice Biggins, Ty Linder for Koaches Korner right here on KentStateSports.com.